Hello, Robinson here from Robinson's Auto Tools and Time.com. Welcome back. Today we're getting ready to bring in the shop this 2012 GMC Acadia, 2011 actually. Customer complaint. So I believe the ABS light and the traction controls coming on. Right now it is not, but since we know it is, we'll bring up some scan data for our test drive. Sorry for the fan blowing in the background, but she's a hot one out today. 2011 GMC Acadia. Yes. This King Bowlin's been showing its worth in the shop. We're going to go system selection. Well, actually, you know what? Let's do a health report. Well, we have a couple codes in here for the door switch, recirculation feedback, passenger door, supplement restraints. This is the one I'm curious about here. What is anti-lock brake system ABS brake switch circuit? Interesting. Not what I was expecting to see. That's where we're going to enter into. That's what's going to be affecting our traction control. It's a C0161 anti-lock brake system ABS brake switch circuit. Let's go to read data stream. Trying to find a way to keep the glare off of this thing is not easy. Pushing the brake pedal so you can see it's getting that signal. Yeah, let's take it for a ride, see what happens. Alright, well, she just came through. Right now I have my foot on the brake, and it does say the brake signal is released. So I'm wondering if that's what it's seeing. Push harder, it says apply. Interesting. What I really think might be happening here is you'll see the brake pressure, this one here, start to climb prior to it saying that the brake pedal is pushed. I have to push pretty hard on the pedal in order for it to say applied. So I think that might be what's throwing this thing for a loop. It'd be hard to drive it around. Yeah, in order for me to push it hard enough for it to say applied, it'll almost put you through the windshield. So that's not going to be an option. So let's take this back to the shop, see what we can see. Alright guys, now we're back in the shop, and this is something new. It's saying that the brake pedal is applied. So that's not good. I wonder if the brake lights are on. As you can see, brake pedal is not applied. Brake light. Brake light. Brake lights are indeed on. So we definitely have something going on down here that's not correlating, and that's what's making that signal not happy. So let's see what's going on with this brake switch. Now we'll start moving this all the way back. Give us a little bit of room. I'm not going to be able to gain access to that brake pedal until I remove a couple clips here. Let me see if I can use this style. Yeah. I do this one-hand man. Alright, well right there's a brake pedal switch. It appears there's just one. I got her to act up again, and it's no matter what I do here, I just want to show you the action of that brake switch. Looks like on a cam, or a lever, I guess you'd call it. Lever action. Take the switch out, we're going to pop that electrical connection right here. Get that unplugged. I see we have at least one 7mm. Alright, so that's that. Alright, so here's our brake switch. You can see when it's out, it's saying release. So if it was unplugged or anything, she would just be saying released and wouldn't be saying applied. In its normal position, as you can see, it's way down here. So it's under spring tension even when it's not applied. It's probably some kind of contacts in here or something, but it's a non-serviceable item. Okay, we picked up a GM genuine replacement, part number 259-12943. It looks identical to the old one, so how about we install it, see what happens. Did we make the right call? As we crawl back underneath here to put this new switch in, you'll see that there's 3 holes up there. Well, it appears to be 3 holes. The one top one, there's like a little dowel on the new switch. I'm going to try to do this one-handed and give you guys the best shot as possible. But that dowel is going to go in that upper hole. I hope you can see that. And then as you remember, it's spring loaded, so we're going to have to take and turn that back like that until the hole lines up. It's going to be really difficult, guys, but I'm trying to do a one-hand man here for you. We'll get the bolt started. And then what I'll do is I'll run this down. It's a little tight because it has like a thread locker on it, like a material like Loctite. So just take and run that down and just run it down snug. It doesn't have to be super tight. It's only plastic that we're dealing with. Okay, once you get that snugged up, again, don't go too tight with it because the last thing you want to do is break it and have to get another one. So we'll take it, plug it in until you hear it click. You should hear it fast and good. Always inspect this pigtail right here. You can get a replacement pigtail if that's your problem. In this case, this pigtail looks just fine. So, take and move stuff around a little bit here. I've seen some fuzzies and whatnot, like insulation, but I believe I didn't see any rodents, any other rodent material underneath there. But I'm just going to take a double look just to make sure. Then we're going to actuate the brake a little bit. Watch that lever action in action. Looks nice and smooth. Alright, so now we have the scan data pulled back up. We're looking at the brake pedal position sensor in addition to the brake pressure. We should be able to see them moving with each other. Whenever the brake pedal is applied, we should see pressure. Whenever you see pressure, you should see the brake pedal applied. And that's exactly what the computer is looking for, that it wasn't seeing, or it was seeing. It was seeing brake pedal position with no pressure and vice versa. So right now everything looks to be working good. I can also graph this. This is something I probably should have did earlier during the diagnostics, but I just want to give you a demonstration. I'm going to apply the brake. Whenever you see brake pedal position on the left, you should see the pressure on the right. You should never see one without the other. If you do, then you have a problem. And that's exactly what the traction control system was telling us prior. Now this would have been a good visual demonstration, and I'll keep this in mind for next time. Okay, I'm happy with the way everything's responding now. We're going to take and put this panel back up. It just slides into the back slots. You'll see them back there. And then once you push it up, you just got to reinstall your plastic retaining clips. We'll get one up in there. That'll hold this for the rest of them. And there you go. Everything is looking good. We're all back up. We're all back together. We're ready for a road test. That training should be going in tomorrow. Finally got one. We finally got it all almost sealed back up. shortly. The filter kit just came same time as the new brake switch. They were both delivered at the same time. All right, before I wouldn't even make it out of the parking lot, so I come to the first stop and everything would go crazy. So far, so good. And I called the customer. I said, "Hey, did by any chance you ever notice your brake lights staying on, or anybody tell you that your brake lights were staying on occasion?" And she goes, "Actually, I had someone flipping me off the other day." It's all related. They all work hand in hand. You know, traction control, brakes. Frame rate on that steering column or that cluster is messing with the camera a little bit. Not sure if it shows up there, but oh, the AC sure feels nice. I can tell you that much. No more lights. We made it out of the parking lot. Every time I touch the brake, brake on, brake off. I'll be stepping on the brake here. Ready? Brake on. Brake off. What I can also do is I can pull over up here for a moment. We're going to read our fault codes. We should still have that one in there because I didn't clear anything. So brake switch circuit. This time it passed on this ignition cycle. So we really don't have to clear anything. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. One thing with the ABS, it does a pretty good job at clearing itself. You fix the fault, most systems will reset, usually after ignition cycle or a little time set. Man, I really wanted to buy that shop, but Red Hill Ford. Yes, there's a couple key players in real estate in this area, unfortunately. So it's really hard to get anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a courtesy check on our brakes and everything else while the car's here. Well, that's going to wrap this one up. I appreciate you guys taking the time and hanging out with me today. We confirmed the customer's complaint. We looked at some scan data. We've seen it not only affecting the traction control, but it was also causing the brake lights to stay on, which can be a safety issue. And now we know why that person was flipping you off the other day. They thought you were probably brake checking them. But 6 to 1, half dozen the other, we got her done. And I think it's going to be good for a while. So once again, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Stay tuned.